Well, we moved here in 1993, and I was lucky enough to get a job immediately. So I was at Chamberlain for 8 years. I was at Gaither for 8 years. Then I was at Steinbrenner for 8 years. I had many, many wonderful students. It was my honor to be a teacher here in Hillsborough County. For all the homecomings and proms that I did, I had my favorite date was Jarrett. He would tag along with me to all of these events, and he was just my sidekick for many, many years in a lot of ways, but he supported my love for teaching and my need to be out there for those kids. So about 6 months ago, February 2nd, we came to church on Saturday night. We sat in our pew like we always did, and it had been a normal Saturday. My husband Dave was out in the yard, he was in the garage, he was playing with the puppy. He came in and got ready for church and mentioned that he didn't feel really well. But we went to church and we sat here and we had communion that night, which was so special. And then I said to him, well, let's go to dinner. And he said, okay, I guess I can not feel well out to dinner. And we went to a restaurant, and there was a long line, and he switched and said, I don't feel good, I need to go home. By 7:30, I was hitting 911. The ambulance came and took him. He ended up at one hospital and then was transported to another hospital, and by 6 o'clock the next morning, he was gone. So while it was hard, I was so thankful that we had been here at church. Pastor Matthew came that Sunday afternoon, pounded on my front door, and I tried to act like I wasn't home because I didn't want to see anybody. And somebody kept pounding and pounding, and I opened the door, and it's Pastor Matthew, and he just kept saying, but he was sitting in his pew last night. He was sitting in his pew, and I'm like, I know. So I'm thankful. Well, I'm thankful for my 46 and a half years, but I'm really thankful that it was fast and that he didn't suffer and that I know where he went. I don't know if I could have made it through this whole ordeal if it had not been for the care ministry here at Bay Hope and the support that they gave me and the love and the affirmation of faith that's been presented to me. It's like the care ministry here is like, Jesus walking with me, just right there with me. And I know he's with me, but to have human beings actually step up and help me make decisions, that was some of the biggest things, was making all those decisions, left and right. So I don't know what I would have done without care ministries here at Bay Hope. I would encourage anyone that needs help in any way, shape, or form, they should contact our church and find out what care ministries can do. They have connections all over the community to help us in so many different ways. And not just for my situation, but for all situations. If you feel you need help, please step up and ask for help from our care ministries here at Bay Hope.